Hey, y'all. Welcome to the channel. Welcome. I'm Andrea from Andrea Speaks TV, here to bring you news and commentary you can use. Listen, y'all, it sounds like we have a big problem. Okay, I hope you all can hear me. Let me just check a couple of things. Okay, let me see here. All right, you all let me know if you can hear me and see me clearly. Okay, let's see here. All right, it looks like everything is checking out pretty good. Y'all, I've been talking for a while now on the channel. I've been talking about, uh, we've talked about a lot of things, right? Food shortages, water shortages, the supply chain crisis, what's going on with our economy. Um, we've talked about a lot of different topics. And I've even covered gas shortages, right? We've talked about gas shortages, what was going on with that. Y'all, I actually spoke about this a while ago about how there were reports, and at the time I couldn't confirm it. But now here we are today, and we are being given a warning that we are in a diesel shortage, a diesel fuel crisis. Okay, you all make sure you hit the thumbs up button, share this video, and I want to invite you to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already subscribed. So, listen, I want to share my screen with you. I'm not going to take up much of your time, but I want to share my screen with you, and I want to share an article that I saw on Fox News, Fox Business, to be more specific. So let me go ahead and share my screen with you, and we're going to talk about the topic. Okay, you all let me know. Were you aware that we were in a diesel fuel shortage? From my understanding, it's being reported that we have a very limited supply. Only it seems like days now left worth of diesel fuel. Okay, so we're going to talk about that, and you're welcome to share your thoughts on this topic. Okay. All right. So as you can see, this information comes from Fox Business, and the title of the article. Okay, the title of the article says that there is. I'm sorry. The title of the article says fuel company issues a diesel shortage warning, saying that conditions are rapidly devolving. Okay, you all let me know your thoughts. How does what comes to your mind when you hear that? Okay, very alarming, very concerning, and we have a lot of things going on. Now, let me say this quite naturally: if there is a diesel shortage, there is a low supply, but still the same or even a greater demand. We know that that's going to drive up prices, right? You all let me know, what is the cost of I don't use diesel, but you all let me know, what are the prices of diesel in your area. Okay, and I'm going to start paying more attention to that even as I am out and about. Okay, give me just 1 second here. I'm going to pull up the article so I can read it. And you all are welcome to share your thoughts on this topic in the comments. All right, so let me pull it up here. Again, I want to say thank you all so much for subscribing to the channel. All right, y'all. So again, this information does come from Fox Business. And I'm going to scroll up just a little bit and let me tell you even more why this particular topic caught my attention. Give me just okay. Thank you all so much for your patience. Okay, let me tell you why I'm going to just kind of zoom in where you can see it. But look at all. Okay, so again, the title of the article says that a fuel company issues a diesel shortage warning. Just a minute. Oh, here it is right here. Okay, fuel company issues a diesel shortage warning and says that conditions are rapidly devolving. Okay, not only that, y'all, but check this out. Okay, here's what caught my attention even more. The states of Maryland, Virginia, Alabama, Georgia, which is my state, excuse me, Tennessee, North Carolina, South Carolina, expected impacted by the diesel shortage. Okay. Oh my goodness, y'all. What is going on here? Okay. So I do want to bring you some details on that. Again, thank you to everyone who is watching now live, or if you are watching by replay. I really and truly appreciate your support. Okay. So let me pull up this article.
With over
And I
15,000
know
acres of farmland across 7 states, I need full visibility into my entire business at all times. NetSuite gives me the real-time data I
hold
need
on
to
just
make
a minute,
informed
y'all. Let me
decisions that drive profitability and improve my bottom line. Not to mention, it gives
let
me
me see
all
if
of
I
this
can stop it.
information all in one place whenever I need it, whether I'm out on the farm or at home with my family. Visit netsuite.com.
All right, give me just a second, y'all. I'm trying to also that goes with this, and I'm just trying to stop it from playing. I don't know if you can hear it on your end, but as I'm speaking, I can hear it. So I'm just trying to pause it. All right, let me go back up. Thank you all so much for your patience. Okay, get it back on the screen here so I can begin. Okay, all right, thank you all so much. Listen, y'all, let me read some details about the article, right? News comes from Fox Business, okay? According to Fox Business, okay, a major fuel supply and logistics company is raising a red flag on upcoming diesel fuel shortages. Okay, if you or someone you know uses diesel, please share this video with them. Let them know exactly what's going on. Okay. Now, Mansfield Energy, the article says, Mansfield Energy issued the alert Friday. They issued the alert Friday stating there was a developing diesel fuel shortage. Okay. Are you all listening to this? This is not news to be taken lightly. Do you know what type of machinery, what type of vehicles use diesel fuel? Okay. This is going to affect many different industries, not just people that drive certain cars or trucks. This is going to greatly affect the transportation industry and the shipping industry. Okay, let me keep reading. Thank you all so much for your support. Okay, let me all right, you all let me know if you can hear me and see me clearly. Okay, I'm doing this video right now live. Okay. Now, Mansfield Energy again issued the alert Friday stating there was a developing diesel fuel shortage in the southeastern region of the United States. Okay. The company speculated that the shortage could be generated from, and I quote, poor pipeline shipping economies and a historically low supply of diesel reserves. Okay. Please share your thoughts on this topic in the comments. Let me know your thoughts or if you have any insight on this. Okay. Here's a quote by the company who said, and I quote, poor pipeline shipping economies. I'm sorry. They said that poor pipeline shipping economics and historically low diesel inventories are combining to cause shortages in various markets throughout the Southeast, the company said. They were also, excuse me, I got to get some water. They were also quoted as saying this: these have been occurring sporadically, with areas like Tennessee seeing particularly acute challenges. Okay, you all let me know your thoughts on this topic. Now, the article goes on to say that states that are expected to experience serious effects of the shortage include Maryland, Virginia, Alabama, Georgia, Tennessee, North Carolina, and South Carolina. Okay, now The article says that the Biden administration, our current administration, says it is keeping a close watch. This is what they're saying, y'all. Okay, let's just listen to what they're saying, right? The Biden administration says it is keeping a close watch. They're keeping a close watch on diesel inventories and working to boost supplies, okay, following news that reserves have been depleted. Oh my goodness, y'all. Reserves have been depleted and could run out in less than a month. Did y'all hear what I just said? Let me go back. Okay, somebody might have missed this, right? The Biden administration says it is keeping a close watch on diesel inventories and working to boost supplies following news that reserves have been depleted and could run out in less than a month if not replenished, sparking fears of shortages and rising prices. Okay, y'all. So without, really having like an extensive knowledge of the diesel fuel industry, my first question automatically knowing this is, how did the reserves get depleted? How does that happen? Now, I would imagine that there are maybe thousands, maybe millions of barrels, maybe of diesel. I'm just, guessing. Millions, maybe billions of barrels of diesel fuel in reserves. I don't know if anyone has any insight on that. Please share. But I have to ask the question: how did the reserves get depleted? I think that's a question that we, the American people, need to know. Okay, what's going on? Who are the people, the organization, who's in charge of maintaining? Isn't there, or shouldn't there be, if there is not, shouldn't there be a certain like amount that's kept in reserve at all times? And if it falls below that, someone says, hey, hey, this is getting low. I don't know if this has happened, but I'm just thinking, as a precaution, you know, how is it now that it is the reserves have been depleted, and now this is really becoming a thing. But like I said, a few months ago, I actually heard some news about this, but I couldn't confirm the source. But obviously, whoever, wherever the information came from, these people had some knowledge of what was going on, because now look where we are, October 29th, 2022. And they're saying, hey, if somebody doesn't do something about this, it's going to be gone completely within a month. Okay. Thank you all for those who are watching now live, or if you're watching by replay, welcome to the channel. I'm Andrea from Andrea Speaks TV, here talking about the diesel fuel shortage. Basically, we have a diesel fuel crisis going on. Okay. You all let me know in the chat. Are you aware of this? Please let me know yes or no. Okay. Now, so again, going back to our current administration, the Biden administration is saying they're keeping a close watch on the situation, and they're working to boost supplies. Okay, how they're going to do this, I have no idea. Following news that reserves have been depleted and could run out in less than a month if not replenished, sparking fears of shortages and rising prices. Okay. The Energy Information Administration, or abbreviated the EIA, reported this week that as of October 14th, the U.S. had only 25 days of reserve diesel supply. 25 days left, y'all. Okay, which the article says is a low not seen since 2008. Okay, now think about the time period of 2008, right? Wasn't that right around the time where many people, we were seeing a change in our economy, particularly even, with the whole housing industry? There was a lot going on with our economy in 2008, right? Fast forward, here we are, 14 years later, 2022, and we're being reminded of situations, circumstances that occurred in 2008. I don't know, y'all. This doesn't sound like a good thing. Let me keep reading. Okay, so we have not seen, according to the article, right? This is a low. We have not seen this low of a diesel reserve supply since 2008. Okay, National Economic Council Director Brian Deese acknowledged to Bloomberg that the level is, and I quote, unacceptably low. Okay. And that I quote, all options are on the table to address the situation. I wonder what these options are. Okay. Here's a quote by Mansfield, by Mansfield's press statement, which said, and I quote, because conditions are rapidly devolving and market economics are changing significantly each day, Mansfield is moving to alert level 4. Okay, they are moving to alert level 4 to address market volatility. All right. The company continued by saying this: Mansfield is also moving the southeast to code red. Okay, I'm in the southeast. They're moving to code red, requesting. Y'all, are y'all listening? They are, it says Mansfield is also moving the southeast to code red, requesting 72-hour notice for deliveries when possible to ensure fuel and freight can be secured at economic levels. Okay, y'all. So you all know right here on the channel, I've been talking about the need to be prepared, to have the things that you need. So if you're in one of these states, right, just as I am, okay, again, if you didn't hear what the states are, and I repeat, Maryland, okay, Virginia, Alabama, Georgia, Tennessee, North Carolina, South Carolina, okay. We especially need to have the things that we need, okay, because apparently they're saying that it's going to affect our states, okay. Like I said, I'm in Georgia. It's going to affect those states, and so much so that they have placed the states on a code red alert, okay, which the article says, when you're on code red, it says requesting 72-hour notice for deliveries when possible to ensure fuel and freight can be secured at economical levels. Okay, what y'all think about this news? The Northeast Home Heating Oil Reserve, or NEHHOR, holds roughly 1 million barrels of home heating oil. House Democrats from New England are asking President Biden to release some of those reserves. This is something else, y'all. Okay. Let me see. Did I skip? Oh, no, I didn't skip anything. Okay. Let me go back. The Northeast Home Heating Oil Reserves, or the NEHHOR, holds roughly 1 million barrels of home heating oil. Okay. Hello. Hello. Thank you all so much for your support. Hello to, I believe this is Mike. Okay. Hello, Mike. Thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate your support and the support of everyone who is watching. I am here talking about the fact that our country, okay, specifically the states of, and again, I'll say Maryland, Virginia, Alabama, Georgia, I'm in Georgia, Tennessee, North Carolina, South Carolina, we are in a diesel shortage, okay? Okay, yes, I thought I remembered where you had shared that before. Okay, thank you so much, Mike. Hello to everyone who is tuning in. Thank you all so much. Please say hello in the comments. Okay, I like to interact with my supporters whenever I am live. And so this is a channel where I like to have a conversation with you and respond to you in the comments. Okay, you all let me know, what are your thoughts on the diesel fuel crisis? Okay, you all can let me know your thoughts on that. But as I was saying, if you're in one of these states, you especially need to know what's going on. Okay, so if you're not in the state, maybe you have a family member, loved one, friend, relative, please share this video with them and let them know what's going on. That our country right now is in a diesel shortage crisis, and this crisis is expected to affect the states again of Maryland, Virginia, Alabama, Georgia, Tennessee, North Carolina, South Carolina. Okay. Again, y'all, my question is, how did it get like this? Okay. Remember a few months ago, I told you all I could not confirm reports. I couldn't confirm the sources, but they were saying that there was a looming diesel fuel shortage. Okay. It was not headline news like it is now, but there were reports that our country was in trouble when it came to the amount of diesel fuel shortage needed to that was needed to run the what am I trying to say, y'all? The tractor trailers, the trucks. You know, there are so many vehicles, so many pieces of equipment that use diesel fuel. Now, let me ask you all this question, okay? Sometimes it has been shared that shortages, some people may say, okay, Andrea, there's really no shortage for whatever reason. They're only making a certain amount available because maybe, possibly, okay, and maybe someone may think this, maybe this is a way that they want to encourage using electric vehicles. Okay, do you all think that this is the particular case? Let's see. Mike shared this is contrived planned stuff. It's sad because this is sad because this is the US, says Mike. No one is coming to help us. No one like, hey, this is something that I pointed out. For whatever reason, a lot of countries are not really happy, okay, with the United States right now. I know a few months ago, I did bring this up as a topic. I don't think I did a full video on it, but we know that President Biden attended a meeting, I believe, and he met with leaders from the Middle East, and he spoke about getting assistance, getting help with oil, petroleum, so that would help our gas supply. And then lo and behold, I believe earlier this month or last month, OPEC Plus, okay, at the meeting, they voted to actually decrease the amount of oil production by 2 million barrels per year. And, according to President Biden and our leaders, they were not very happy about that. So much so that it is now being questioned, our relationship with Saudi Arabia. And President Biden has actually accused Saudi Arabia. This is actually reports, but he has actually accused Saudi Arabia of possibly siding with the Russians. Okay, give me just 1 second, y'all. Hold on one. Okay, thank you all so much for your support. It seems like my camera went out of focus here, but I think it's okay. All right. Let's see. Mike shared in the comments. We take our elected leaders, install dictators, steal commodities. They did it to Ukraine in 2014. Wow. A lot of things are going on. Let me see if okay, I think it's much better now. I had to get back into focus. Okay. All right. You all let me know your thoughts on this topic. Very concerning. Let me see if there was any more information in the article that I wanted to share. Okay, so this is the last part of the article. It says the Northeast Home Heating Oil Reserve, or the NEHHOR, holds roughly 1 million barrels of home heating oil. Okay, House Democrats from New England are asking President Biden to release some of those reserves to help reduce home heating prices in the region leading into the winter months. Okay, but experts, the article concludes by saying this, but experts say the developing home heating oil shortage. Okay, did y'all know about this? But experts say the developing home heating oil shortage is not going away anytime soon. Okay, again, this information comes from Fox Business, and the title of the article, as you can see on the screen. Okay, you can also research this article as well. Fuel company issues diesel shortage warning, says conditions are, and I quote, rapidly devolving. Okay, what do you feel like needs to be the solution to correct the diesel shortage? What type of oversight do you think should be put into place? Let's see. Mike says, ever notice Congress approves nothing? Biden is acting as a dictator. All executive orders. I can say that I have, looked at that and said, wow, it seems like he is making a lot of decisions. I don't know, all that happens behind the scenes, but it does seem like he has been making many decisions recently where I haven't really heard that Congress was, involved. it actually seemed like, they were maybe against, or some were against what he actually decided. Okay, you all let me know your thoughts on this topic, um, about the diesel fuel shortage. How did we get to this point? What needs to be done to correct it? I have often said, and you all can let me know if you agree or disagree, I feel that, we as the United States, we are not as energy independent as we should be. What is it going to take for us to get to that point? You all know that we're in the middle of the midterm elections, and we are preparing. If you have not already, you're preparing to cast your vote. If we want to see change, if you're not happy with what you see going on in your local community, okay, in your local city, if you're not pleased with what's happening on a state level in your particular state, um, I would encourage you. I can't tell you what to do, but I would encourage you to get out and vote. We vote for these officials, and if they're elected, they should represent the needs of the community, okay, the people that they serve. They should be a voice for us, and they should listen to us, right? And so, if they're not, um, if they're not being held accountable, or if they're not making decisions and enforcing policies that are in the best interest of the people, then maybe they don't need to be in office anymore. So again, y'all, how do we get to this point? What needs to be done about it? What are real and true solutions to solve this diesel shortage warning? Okay. What do you see coming out of this? Again, and this is also now watch this, y'all. This situation is also running parallel right along with the fact that, don't forget, there are still talks of the rail strike on the table. As a matter of fact, let me see if I can find an article, an update on that as well. There's a lot going on right now, when it comes to our shipping and transportation industry. Okay. Opening the Keystone Pipeline and using coal. Coal has been used forever. Yep, I agree. Wow. That was a good point. Okay. All right. So let's see. Okay. I do see an article here. All right. Let me see. Sometime, depending on the news source, uh, I can only see part of the article. It won't let me see the entire thing. But let's see here. So this video, the diesel fuel shortage and the rail strike. Okay. All right. So my screen, I'm going to stop sharing my screen a moment. And I'll also give you all an update on the rail strike. Okay. Thank you all so much again for supporting the channel. Okay. I hope that you all can hear me and see me clearly. All right. So let me share my screen again. Yeah, it definitely seems like we're not being told the truth about a lot of things. And I think we do, we, the American people, we do need transparency. Let me see if I can get the camera back into focus. I hope this is, I'm just trying to get the camera back into focus here. I think it's okay. All right, I'm going to share my screen with you again. All right, let me make it a little bit bigger so you can see the article. This article comes from Fortune, and it was actually published, I believe, 1 day ago. Over 300 business groups, okay, according to Fortune, okay, thank you. Okay, you sound very clear. Okay, very good. Thank you so much for letting me know. All right, y'all. according to Fortune, over 300 business groups pushed President Biden, to intervene in possible rail strike that could cripple the U.S. economy. Now, remember a couple of weeks back when he made the announcement, I believe he actually spoke. He did a whole press conference, and I believe he spoke even before the people that are involved in the railroad strike, or that are involved in the negotiations. I believe he spoke before they did. And he said that, an agreement had been reached to avoid the rail strike. And then fast forward a few weeks later, here we are now, and talks have fallen through. They didn't come to a complete agreement, and we're right back where we started. Okay, so according to Fortune, all right, businesses are increasingly worried. Okay, businesses are increasingly worried about the renewed threat of a railroad strike after two unions rejected their deals, and they want the Biden administration and Congress to be ready to intervene. Y'all, can you imagine? I wonder what he's thinking. All of this is happening right, smack dab in the middle, or almost to the very day, what the November 8th is, what, not this coming week, but the week after. All of this is happening around election time. And it seems like the last thing that he and his administration and all those that support him, this seems like one of the last things they would want to happen around election time, right? But of course, they're going to somehow point their finger at the other side, right? Okay, so businesses are increasingly worried. This information comes from Fortune. Businesses are increasingly worried about the renewed threat of a railroad strike after two unions rejected their deals, and they want the Biden administration and Congress to be ready to intervene. Okay, someone mentioned Congress earlier, how it doesn't seem like they're making any decisions. So here, the business groups are actually calling on Congress, along with the Biden administration, to intervene. Okay, now the article says a coalition of 322 business groups from a variety of industries signed off on a letter to President Joe Biden Thursday, urging him to make sure the deals he helped broker last month get approved. Okay, because the article says a railroad strike would have dire consequences. This is what the article is saying. It would have dire consequences for the economy. All 12 rail unions, the article says, must approve their agreements to prevent a strike next month, okay, which is November. Now, here is a quote by the group who wrote, and I quote, "It is paramount that these contracts now be ratified, as a rail shutdown would have a significant impact on the U.S. economy and lead to further inflationary pressure," wrote the group, which includes nearly every major trade group, okay, and quite a few state business associations. This is according to the article. Biden, the article says, has been watching the contract dispute closely, and he appointed a special board of arbitrators this summer to try to help resolve it. Okay, but the article says the White House hasn't said whether he will get personally involved again. Okay, now the article says that the railroads have offered, listen to this, y'all, 24% raises and $5,000 in bonuses in the 5-year deal, which would be the biggest increases in more than 4 decades. Okay, but the negotiations hinge on quality of life concerns. Okay, they still have some concerns. The unions that represent the conductors and engineers who drive the trains want the railroads to ease the punishing schedules that they say keep them on call 24/7. Think about this, y'all. The punishing schedules that keep them on call 24/7. And the other unions, the article says, want the railroads to add paid sick time. Okay, is that too much to ask for? These people want to be treated right. They want to earn a wage that they feel like is equivalent to the amount of effort and time away from their families. Okay, do you think this is too much to ask for? They just want better working conditions. Okay, a strike, the article says, a strike isn't imminent because the two unions that voted down their deals agreed to retry negotiations before considering a walkout. But the railroads face a November 19th deadline. Okay, y'all remember that date, November 19th, with one of those unions. 6 smaller unions, the article says, have approved their deals, while 4 others are set to vote over the next month, including, the article says, the 2 biggest ones, and the engineers and conductors in those two unions have the most quality of life concerns. Okay, the article goes on to talk about many different things, but in conclusion, the article says if both sides can't agree on a deal, okay, Congress may step in, okay, and block a strike. Think about that, y'all. Did you know that Congress had that power? Okay, if both sides, let me repeat, if both sides can't agree on a deal, Congress may step in and block a strike. Okay, now imagine if that were to be the case. Would that make things any better on the worker side? No, it wouldn't, but possibly it would continue to keep the economy going. But what if the workers say, hey, we're just not going to show up? Then, you know, nothing would, it basically will come to a halt. Okay, the article says the American fuel and petrochemical makers, which endorsed Thursday's letter, is already lobbying lawmakers to make sure they're ready to act because refineries rely on railroads to deliver more than 300,000 barrels of crude oil and other chemicals every day. Okay, what do you all think about this news so far? Very concerning, right? Here's a quote by Rob Benedict, who is the vice president of midstream for the AFPM, who said, and I quote, "We're heavily stressing the need to avoid a strike at all costs, not just for our industry, it's going to affect every industry." And that's what I was saying, y'all. This is going to affect many, many different things. Okay, not just the shipping and trucking industry, but it could very well affect groceries getting to your local grocery store, all kinds of things. Okay, so you all let me know. All of this is happening at a time where we have midterm elections, a lot of important elections in different areas in different states. We also have the diesel fuel shortage going on, the crisis going on right now. Gas prices, one day they're up and then they're coming down and going back up again. All of this is happening, y'all, even while we have food shortages and all of the other things going on. So, again, I want to encourage you to please make sure that you're preparing, um, getting your emergency food supply together, your survival needs, things that you will need. Okay. If for some reason you had to be in your home for a period of time, would you have enough food? Would you have enough water? Okay. These are things that, if you haven't already, you should be, thinking about. Okay. Let's see. Will we get to the elections? I'm still concerned. Could you be more specific about that when you say, will we get to the elections? Um, I know right now, at least in my area, we have early voting. Uh, and election day is actually November the 8th. Okay. Yep. There are many people who do have the water purification tablets as well. I reported on, what happened in Jackson, Mississippi, how they didn't even have access to clean water. And so those are things that you need to think about as well. Not only having emergency water, we need water every day, right? We drink water every day, but having systems or the equipment in place to filter water and things like that. Yep, all of those things are going on. Is very, very concerning. So again, let me know your thoughts in the comments. I'm going to go ahead and hop off. I have several things that I have to do, but I just wanted to come and share, and I'll let you all know that we are, with everything that's going on, there are warnings of a diesel shortage, as well as the very real possibility of a rail strike. All of these things, these are not things that we want to have or experience in our economy. And so there needs to be something done about it. But the question is, what should be done about it to provide a real solution um, to the United States becoming energy independent, as well as making sure that something like this doesn't happen. Okay. All right, y'all. So thank you so much. Ralph says, appreciate your work on these issues. Thank you so much. I appreciate your support. Okay. You're welcome, Mike. Thank you all so much for tuning in. Please feel free to go back and rewatch the video. Leave your thoughts and comments. I do like to read your insight on this, and you all, as I share information, I appreciate the opportunity. I appreciate the opportunity that you all give me, so that I can also learn from you all. Okay, y'all take care. Make sure you stay tuned. I uploaded a couple of videos today. I was live in Kroger, and I was showing you all how I actually did two videos in Kroger. One of them, I was giving you all an update on the food prices, as well as, yeah, I have to agree with you in many, many ways. He did. He did, and I believe that is a part, part of what he meant. There are a lot of different interpretations of his statement about making America great again. But, just based on my research, I'm led to believe that our country being energy independent was something that he definitely wanted. Okay. All right, y'all. So make sure you check out the other videos on the channel. The videos that I said I uploaded today, I was in Kroger, and I showed you all pictures of food prices. I did find some turkeys in the store. I showed you all some of the shelves and what the food was looking like there. And I also did another video where I asked the question, is Kroger becoming like Walmart? Because in the places in the aisles where you would think there would be food, they have non-food items there. They have a whole, looks like it took up maybe 3 aisles, just an entire big space. Make sure you check out that video. I'll probably link it after I'm done with this live, but it's becoming like a home store, like where you can buy like cookware and all plates and all kinds of things. Okay, y'all take care. Make sure you stay tuned for more news and commentary you can use right here on the channel. I appreciate you all so much. Thank you so much for your support, and you all have a blessed weekend. Spend time with your family members and friends. Take care of yourselves, take care of your family, and we'll see each other next time in the next video. Y'all take care. Enjoy your weekend.